Hey everyone, Dusty here. For today's video, I thought I would review the Victoria 70.3 course, as well as give you some helpful tips to help any of you looking to do the race in 2019 and beyond. So first up, the Victoria 70.3 race takes place here on Vancouver Island in BC, Canada. And Victoria is such a beautiful place. It's one of the reasons that I moved the whole province over to live on Vancouver Island. And if you have some extra time before and after the race to do some sightseeing, I highly recommend it. So this is a great race. It's a difficult race. You probably won't be getting a PB on this course if you've raced other faster courses. But with that being said, let's get into how the course breaks down. So the swim takes place in Elk Lake, usually a very clean lake, usually decent temperature. You won't have to worry about it being too warm for wetsuit. And it's a one loop swim, usually going clockwise. The transition is usually set up really well, at least it has been the 2 years that I did it, and no issues with transition, finding the exits, and all of that was very straightforward. Now out onto the bike course has changed from a few years ago. I think the last 2 years, 2017 and 2018, it's been a new course, and I think they're planning on sticking with it. And this course is quite difficult. There's about 850 meters of elevation, I believe, and many turns and roundabouts. So those of you that are good at bike handling, this course will be of benefit to you. There's lots of rollers in this course. There aren't too many times where it's just a flat section and you get to be down in your aero bars just hammering like a typical triathlon course. So lots of rollers, and then at about 75k there's a big climb at Willis Point Road, which is very straightforward. You just go up Willis Point Road, turn around, come back, and then you're on your home stretch to transition. Now, some of the road surfaces on the bike are very rough. This course will really beat you up. There'll be lots of vibration from all the tough road surface. So make sure that you pack a multi-tool with you. Now, this is something that you should pack for every race just in case something happens. But because this is such a rough bike course, you don't want to have something like your water bottle cage loosen up or your aero bar come undone. So make sure that you pack a multi-tool. And the 2 years that I did the bike course, yes, there are many turns, but I never had to worry about getting lost or anything like that. The volunteers are excellent, and usually they put orange tape on the ground to indicate where you need to turn. It's marked very well, and you don't have to worry about getting lost. And getting off your bike, going through transition, and hopping out onto the run course. And the run course is 2 loops going around Elk Lake, the lake that you swam in, and it's a complete trail run. So there's some gravel, there's some roots, there's some narrow, almost single track that you have to run through. And just like the bike, you probably won't have a super fast run time on this run course either. However, almost the entire run course is shaded, so if it's a super hot day, a shaded run course always helps. So like I said, the run course is 2 10k loops consisting of a trail run, and then there is an out and back on each loop just to make sure that it's a full 21k. As far as any run tips, I would just say be mindful of roots and anything else that come into play when you're doing a trail run. It isn't just an easy run on gravel. There are, like I said, some roots and trees that you have to watch out for, as well as there's lots of tight corners going in and around the trails, and it isn't close to the public. Usually the public stays off of the trail on race day, so just be mindful of that when you're hurtling around the corner in the trail that you might come upon someone. So be mindful of that, be mindful of the roots and the trees, and otherwise it's a great run. You get to run right past the finish line and past transition after your first lap, so it's nice just getting the motivation of having everyone cheer you on, knowing you only have 1 lap left to run. And I think that's about it. Swim course, very straightforward. On the bike, you might want to clean up your bike handling skills going into this race. Make sure you pack a multi-tool, be ready to ride some rollers and that big hill at 75k. And then the run is almost entirely a trail run, so be ready to run on some trails. And if you have any questions about the race, just comment down below and I'll get back to you. I've done the race the last 2 years, 2017 and 2018, so it's pretty fresh in my head right now. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe for more everything running, triathlon, and nutrition related.